Welcome back, everybody. That is Marion Jude, and she is one of the top players in the women's game, and she is going to start us off here as we focus on the Women's Masters for the first time this weekend. The event getting underway across the board about an hour ago. We've had a few results in. We'll run through them in a minute. But this is group stage pool races to 5. And there's 40 minutes on the match clock. So a different format for the Women's Masters. And we're excited to get this one underway. And a player that's already underway, 5-0 victory. Megan Proctor, congratulations and welcome to the commentary box.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that was it was a nice quick match. Nice to get started that way.
Good chance this for Marion to get underway. She's taking on Sarah Waits. This is France versus England. Marion right up there in the rankings in the battle for the #1. So you have to say she'll start this match as the favourite.
This is a nice layout as well for a first frame. Get her settled.
Gone for the plant. That's an interesting decision because the red can easily come away here. So going to have to be careful on this shot. Cue ball, by the looks of things, is going to fall towards the cushion and the red will fall away from the cushion. Just a touch. You've got to be careful. Just about okay. This is thin, but it's on.
Is the yellow coming into play? Can't really tell. I think she can just avoid it, but doesn't want to be hitting that yellow.
No good.
That yellow was always big. I assume that the black went past the yellow into the bottom right, but yeah, it always looked like it played big there. She's missed it, so this is a really good opportunity for Sarah. I think the ref might have just called frozen ball on the one next to the middle bag.
Does that stop it dropping in? It looks like it will drop in, but it's difficult to tell. If it won't, then it's a real problem.
Does she go after it right now? I think she actually has tried that to nudge it and just got it a little bit wrong.
I just feel like that will. She'll know she's right there, but I just feel like if you can get right behind that and drop it in. Play the yellow off the yellow, just graze it. If she's concerned about it, could do it now. The one that's in the middle of the table.
Yeah, and if she doesn't play this now, I'm inclined to think that that yellow does drop in to the middle bag.
I'm with you. I thought she tried to move it first shot, so guess we'll find out shortly.
And if Sarah does want to move it, she always wants to move it from the top of the table. She doesn't want to be going anywhere near, you know, trying to kick it out from the bottom, because that's way too risky.
Be a big enough possibility.
She still looks a bit concerned. I don't think it goes.
I think she thinks it doesn't go. Whether it does or it doesn't, maybe it doesn't. It looks on our cameras like it probably does, but I think she's certainly convinced it doesn't. Therefore, it probably doesn't. Therefore, got to do something about it, which is a problem because it's very, very difficult.
Just got into that too much. The thing is, if she wanted to, I think she's going to tuck up now behind the yellow. I think if she took the other one and left an angle, she could have either dropped right behind it or moved it. This was probably her. She decided to do this prior to taking that last ball off the table.
For me, she's definitely missed a trick with that one in the middle of the table, that she was on it to take it. You know, you're only grazing it off the yellow. Wasn't that tough a shot? It's a missed opportunity for Sarah for sure. Cool. Very close to moving it for her. It's a good hit, and that puts Sarah under pressure.
I wonder if she can play this yellow off the yellow, but the white, the yellow, there's not much control.
If you dead weight it, which is not easy, but if you play it fairly slow, you should pop the yellow into play and have a shot up the table.
Just looks like with the angle, the black might come into play.
Yeah, agreed.
It's not easy from here.
Yeah, all hinged on one ball. This whole frame for Sarah has been about that one ball on the right-hand side and not being able to solve it. And it's a second opportunity here for Marion Jude just to get the opening frame on the board. There you go. That's the sort of shot I was talking about for Sarah. It is Marion that plays it with the 8 ball, slightly easier with the 8 ball than what we were talking about, but in it goes, and the young French star has taken the opener. Let's run you through a few scores. Number 1 player, 𝗪𝗏 Davies, has won 5-1 over Emma Parker. And Dawn Wright 4-3 up over Danielle Randall right now. Race to 5, so very good chance for Dawn there to get the victory. Mary Talbot and Ade Flitcroft-Hurst to 3-3. That was 3-1 to Mary, so good comeback from Ade. Yourself, Megan, got the victory 5-0 over Lindsay Roberts earlier on. And Louise Mayer, this is the scoreline of the day so far. She has beaten Barbara Taylor 5-1. Barbara having a good year this year, but that's a disappointing start to the competition for her. Becky Watkins is 2-up over Kerry Griffiths. Amy Leacham has won 5-0 over Sophie Gibbs-Nichols.
Probably good to point out as well that there is one group of 5 in this draw.
There is one group of 5 which Barbara's in.
Yeah, exactly. So she will be playing one more match.
She's got it all to do though now, having lost that. Was it top 2 from each group qualify through? So work to do for Barbara. Also interesting for me, one of the sort of storylines of the year for me is the race for the number 1, the battle for the number 1 player, of which you're 4th, but a little bit further behind on the points. But 𝗪𝗏 Davies has won 5-1, you won 5-0, Amy won 5-0, Marion is 1-0 up. And the players at the top have started strong here.
Yeah, definitely. I think that gap now as well is decreasing. The gap between 1st, 2nd and 3rd, and then where I am in 4th, the difference is no one below 3rd has won an event, a main tour. And that's huge. They definitely deserve to be there, and there definitely deserves to be that gap.
𝗪𝗁𝗡𝗵 won the British Open, but
I'm
guessing that wasn't ranked, which is a little bit on the harsh side for Mary, who's certainly tracking up the women's game. As we see Sarah have a great chance here to get her first frame on the board. But yeah, just to touch back in on that, we've got Kirsty Davies at the top with 40,750 points. Amy Beecham second with 40,500 points. Marion Jude third with 39,000 points. How close is that? And then you're sitting in third at 27, so 12,000 gap for you. You're not quite in the mix for the #1 this weekend, but the other three are. It's
100%.
going to be a great battle.
Yeah, I think this is as close as we've seen it. And just to put it into context, the gap between fourth and third, that's 2 wins. That's 2 series wins.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really, really tough at the top there.
And this weekend is ranked.
It is, yes.
I made a statement earlier this week. It wasn't. It is ranked.
It is.
Big points available. 6,000 points for victory. And, yeah, that's a lot of points considering there's what 1750 between from 1 to 3.
Just as we see Sarah miss that, that was a great opportunity for her as well to settle in this match.
Marion Jude sitting in third place. She's had 2 wins and a runner-up and a semi-final from the 6 ranking events so far. Very good return for the French star.
Yeah, the focus definitely is on those top 3, but as you say, you've got Mary, who has won an event. Unfortunately for her, it wasn't ranked. You've got 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃, who's won a tour, but obviously he was new to this season, so is in that bottom half. I think she's not yet in the top 16 yet.
She's working off a 1-year list, and everyone else that we've talked about is working off a 2-year list. So she's not really in the mix for the top of the game yet, but give her another 18 months, what I would say to that.
Yeah.
There is Amy Beecham watching on.
The mixed doubles champs.
Yeah. Carl Sutton just suffered a very tough loss to Chris Melling in a deciding frame.
Did you watch it?
I didn't. I've heard it was
absolutely disgusting.
Naughty, the finish in the deciding.
It really was. It really was. It was very Chris-esque.
Yeah.
Marion would have loved to be the other side of this yellow, just to be able to get a little bit closer to the other 2 yellows. She's just going across the table slightly here. I think she'll probably just drop it in, but fine margins.
Another 2 or 3 rolls would have been perfect, but it's close enough to be on. The straighter the better, really, in terms of just holding.
Where's the men's up to now?
We're at the last 16 stage. Quarterfinals will start in about an hour and a half, 2 hours time.
That's a good shot from Marion.
The problem with the angle that she had wasn't the shot she's just played, it's this one now. If she came across the table more, and that was all because of the shot 2 shots ago when you said she finished the wrong side of straight. If she'd finished straight or the other side of straight, she would have probably been right behind this. And this isn't just the pot, got to get the cue ball right as well. Oh, that will do. A lovely nudge. And Marion goes 2-0 in front. We're at the last 16 stage. All the last 16s are currently happening on the tables behind in the Masters. We'll be back after this match to see the conclusion of Christophe Lambert and Declan Brennan. Currently 7-5 to Christophe with a very strong finish.
I really like the format of the men's Masters.
Deep race.
Yeah, I love
2
it.
sessions.
Yeah, I like the 2 sessions aspect of it. I was watching Jimmy versus Chris yesterday, and obviously that was going to be some feat getting back, but it felt like Chris thought that he couldn't lose, and then Jimmy got a frame, and I was just thinking, is it going to happen?
Chance for things to happen and turn around.
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of format you'd like to see come into the ladies' game?
Yeah, 100%. I know we're playing groups at the moment. This is the first time the women have had a Masters event, which is really exciting. Next year we're going to have all of the ranking events that the men have. So it'll be interesting to see what format we have next year. But I'd love to see some longer races and just some different formats that are outside of the norm, like outside of groups and single elim.
Yeah, absolutely. Variety is what I want to see. I don't want to see this format every week, but I do definitely love it being in the calendar. It delivered an amazing format and tournament last year, and I'm with you. I'd love to see this in the ladies' game in one way or another.
I think it's difficult, isn't it, with so much pool on. I think it's great when the men and women come together, but like ideally you would love like 2 separate weekends as an example, and really like honour each of them.
There's a lot to fit into the broad, especially on a weekend like this. I mean, we actually showed so few matches on a weekend like this because the matches are so long. I think we showed 6 matches yesterday, and normally we would show double that in a normal tournament like a Pro Series event. Similar stories there. This is match number 4 of the day.
This is a really good layout again from Sarah. I think I would personally be taking the one to the right centre and then taking, bottom right, and then taking that to the right centre.
Yeah, I can see that because the ball, the whole key was getting on that one at the top to get onto the 8 ball.
And that kind of gave you
the right
a way
window
of doing it, yeah.
How would this match be viewed for Sarah? She's a player in the mid ranks. She's obviously a very, very competent player. You know, been part of the England squad, but kind of in the middle of the kind of rankings at the moment. Would she have rather have seen this match kind of be not on the TV table, maybe a chance to ease into the tournament, or is she the sort of player that would just be, no, I want to be playing the best out there?
No, I think she will have like the opinion of, I want to play the best, I want to get better and whatnot. I'm not sure she's 100% on the stream. I know that nerves sometimes get the better of her, but she's an amazing player. She can beat anyone on a day, and like you say, she's, in terms of pressure, she's been in England finals and really performed from a team point of view, which sometimes is arguably harder because you've got yourself and then the rest of your team on your back, you know, to do well for.
Hardest pressure to play in.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's just getting used to it because it's so, especially like you say in the mid ranks of the tour or the rankings, won't necessarily have a lot of experience on the stream table because that's kind of the latter stages. Oh, just as we see Marion Jude there.
Quit on it. Real chance then for Sarah to get this one on the board. But the only way to get the experience on the stream table is to play on the stream table.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those, I think we want to see more and more of this.
Yeah, definitely. She won't have been kind of dreading this at all.
We've seen enough of her out there that I thought that would be the case, but certainly compared to the likes of Marion and Champs and 𝗪𝗏 Lee, they're kind of a lot more comfortable out there now. You can see the difference.
Yeah, 100%. I think in terms of like single potting, Sarah is up there with the top like 6 or 7 in the women's game. The way she hits a ball, she's not often missing a long, hard pot. It's just piecing it all together, which obviously comes with experience. And
I think you can see that with the way she plays, and the ones that she has missed is you can see why she's thinking about something else rather than just the straight pot. Probably some of the mistake has been decision making. That opening frame, I feel like she'd love to have some decisions back there. Oh, stay on. Yeah, that's okay. So a tricky 8-ball, but one she'll feel very confident of. Doesn't have to think about anything other than just knocking it in.
That's what I mean around her cueing. She'll stay down on her shot, deliver a cue, kind of no matter what pressure she's under. She's done it a lot for England, so yeah, she'll be happy to get that on the board. Marion will be frustrated there because that could and should have been maybe 3-0.
Yeah, I completely agree. Missed opportunity. Other two players in this group are also battling it out right now. 𝗘𝘃𝗲𝗄𝗏 Gnori is 1-0 up over Sarah Milne. I don't know Sarah particularly well, Sarah Milne that is, so obviously Marion will be the favourite for the group, but would I be right in thinking that it's going to be a good battle between Sarah Waite and 𝗘𝘃𝗲𝗄𝗏 Gnori potentially, or is Sarah Milne in the mix as well then?
Yeah, that I think that will be a really close game. I think on paper you say obviously Marion should be first, and then 𝗘𝘃𝗲 or Sarah could easily take that second spot. Again, I don't know Sarah Milne. I know she's in the Challengers currently, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what her experience is in events like this and things like that. But it's great for challengers to have this experience and hopefully get out there on the stream, do well.
Completely agree.
I think that might have been a foul break.
I think it was okay.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It's a 3-point rule, and there was clearly 3 went above the line, and it's just a couple have come back down. Our referee, 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗲𝗏, was just getting it checked. There you go, 1, 2, 3.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, no harm in getting that one checked.
Just a miss hit there from Sarah.
I wonder whether she wanted it to be a foul break. I guess you don't really want Marion coming to the table with the break, but does she want to be in a mixy frame like this or not? Marion certainly wouldn't want to, so maybe it would be good for Sarah.
The Reds don't look that bad, in fairness. I know they look a little bit congested, but if you get the first shot right, then that was always the hardest. And Marion's just selected the best colour set and can now pull back if she wants to. There's a few very close groups this weekend. It'll be interesting to see who comes up top.
The group that's ended up as a group of 5, with 2 to qualify through, the extra player in the event. That looks spicy, that group there, especially now that 𝗪𝗏 lost the opening match to Louise Mayer, because you've got Colette Henriksen in there and Leanne Cragg. And 𝗤𝘠𝗄𝗃 is the 5th player. That's a tough group.
Yeah, and if you see the other groups, that's got 4 pros in it and one non-pro. And Louise has made her mark on the group and taken Babs out first time.
Yeah.
That must have been a great performance from Louise. I know Louise is constantly practicing and getting better, so really pleased for her with that result.
Yeah, it's not just the result, it's the scoreline as well. 5-1 as well, eye-catching scoreline. This one's going to have a bit of mileage. We've just hit the halfway point on the match clock. Race to 5 here. Still a long way to go. This one could do quite a bit of damage on the match clock.
Yeah, Sarah doesn't want to free the black too much in this next shot. The Reds are looking huge favourites for this frame. And it's not a touching ball, so she's going to have to play one of these yellows.
Chance perhaps. All the Reds go. 8-ball is out in the open now. Not a great opener though for Marion. If she can manufacture something from here, perhaps an opportunity coming up.
She's got the cut.
Need to worry too much about what she's leaving on yellows either, because there's nothing. Gone for the really tough plan. Not quite worked, but not giving anything away here.
Yeah, this is tough now for Sarah. Needs to find a very good safety. Potentially going to push one of the yellows over that bag. Oh, it did go, and suddenly they don't look that bad.
Yeah, pick that one out. That was a great shot.
If she can get high enough on the after this shot, on the yellow to the bottom right, and just nudge into those yellows that are kind of gelled together, because I don't think they go anywhere. I'm not sure if one of those goes in the middle, and if it did, she would be taking it now. So just needs to land well on this next yellow.
Looks a little low. On it, but not on it with the angle to move anything.
That was difficult as well, because the black came into play slightly as well, trying to get high.
Might be best to pull back here, because if you pop the yellow, you can't open the two balls. You'd have to play up for the other yellow, and then very difficult to play the breakout from there. So wise decision just to pull back. Has she got the snooker? Just touching the yellow. Did enough to keep Marion at bay for now.
This is really tough for Sarah here. She's going to take the bottom yellow, potentially leave the white behind the two yellows.
Again, is there a gap to the one over the top left? I think she can see the edge. I don't think she can see enough to pot directly.
I wonder if she's just squeezed them into a plant. It looks slightly off, actually.
Yeah, I don't think they are a plant. Cushion first. Good chance to make it, but got to risk missing it to make it. Didn't want to do that, so just got the hit.
That could be a similar shot again from Sarah. Just trying to hide the white behind those two yellows.
Now the chance is there for Marion Jude.
It looks like that red passes the red at the top. Flies him.
Going to leave the red at the bottom, you feel, as your connection to the 8-ball. The 8-ball will go in the same pocket as that red. Just got to figure out how to get there. Not sure you're going to have any better options on the 8-ball than that. So you've got to avoid the yellow. Because Mario could come down and get it out the way.
It's a little bit in between here. Looks like she's leaving that for the last ball. If she's near straight on it, she can just roll into the yellows and leave the black into the left centre.
The closer to straight she gets, the closer she is to not being on it, though. That's always the challenge.
About where the white is now.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is if you can get somewhere there, does the 8-ball go right centre? in which case that's easy. Or if not, you've got to avoid that yellow and swing it back round. Hard to tell from there whether the yellow's in the way.
Yeah, I think if she was where the white is now, she can just basically top into the 2 yellows that are stuck together.
She did not think she'd slide off it.
It doesn't...
Well, she's straighter on it anyway,
yeah.
so now she can play the shot you're talking about, which is definitely a lot easier than anything else. Did slide off it anyway. It's okay. On it to the top corner.
You just never fancy Marion missing something like this. Oh, does she hear me?
Yeah. Goes. Jude gets a couple clear once again, 3-1, and that frame did take a while. It was better part of 10 minutes for that one. Killed the clock a little bit. We're going to be going into the 15 seconds a shot in 2.5 minutes time. 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗃 gone 3-0 up in her match, in the other match in this group over Sarah Mills. Very quick start for 𝗧𝗃. They'll play again one more match tonight for all the players. 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗃 and Marion Jude will actually square off at 8 o'clock. Sarah Milne and Sarah Waite at 9:15. It's coming up later. Kerry Griffiths has won a great battle with Becky Watkins. Hill, that one went. Deciding frame victory for Kerry Griffiths. She takes the opening match in Group 7.
I think they actually played each other twice at the last tour, and I'm pretty sure it was 1 apiece, so they've got a bit of history.
Yeah, having some good square matchups, yeah.
Do you think that being on the stream in a group match comes into your mind in terms of, you know, frame difference and the match clock?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a factor. I understand the argument that players could have for the frustration of it, because we're playing on a match clock, and you know, if the match went slow, you know, you could end up, you know, Marion could win this match essentially 3-1. You know, the clock runner, we're a long way from that, and therefore she gains a 2-frame advantage in the frame difference rather than potentially more. Swings and roundabouts, so sometimes it go for you, sometimes it go against you. I do get the argument. I think we need to just ultimately just need to keep working to the point where every match is played under the same conditions eventually, and that becomes less of an issue. It's just which one do you want to put on the TV table.
Yeah.
Got to believe that will come in the future when the tech allows it to.
Yeah, definitely. I think at the moment, that kind of thing, in my opinion, just be slightly out of your mind, and you should be excited to play on the stream. What will be, will be. I know everyone's got different opinions, completely.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, and I completely get where people are coming from as well.
Yeah, I can see both arguments for it, absolutely. But we want to broadcast. We want to broadcast the game, and this is one of the big USPs for 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is these time matches. And they need to get to the point where we can have matches on outside tables timed, whether that be self-timed and kind of almost in a chess way, which I've actually played in a tournament like that. I played until 3 and actually works really. I didn't think it was going to work at all. It actually worked really, really well.
What, do you do your timer yourself, like chess?
You can. I've played in 3 tournaments like that.
Oh wow,
yeah,
okay.
Over in America.
Interesting.
Worked really, really well. Kind of just need to. I thought this isn't going to work, and then played it. Oh, there was literally no problem with doing it whatsoever. You know, when you're at the chair, you're timing your opponent, and then you switch over. It kind of worked well. Not sure it's right for the professional game, but it's certainly for certain tournaments it will work. Definitely something to look at. Or you're looking at AI, or you're looking at the expense of having timekeepers for every match. So that's the sort of challenge that 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 will be looking at.
Yeah. I think Marion here needs to try and get behind. I don't think there's any room to get the black naturally. But if she can get behind one of the yellows over to the right hand side and play it off the cushion off the black. It does look actually there. Just in that angle, it looked like it just pots. But from the overhead, it doesn't look like it does.
I thought she might play across further there. Be on the right hand one to bottom right there, not rather than this one. Because she has to move it now. No, she doesn't have to move it. She was able to avoid it.
This one here that she's looking at now, that's in line with her, I think that's the one that I was thinking to play up off the black. Looks like the only one that would free the black. The black may go.
I think the black goes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an issue with it. It looks like it's tight, but I'm not sure it is. Now I'm not so sure, because if it does go, you wouldn't be worried about where you are now, because you drop this one in, you play the one angle and come across.
The other thing is Marion just potting her balls and then just going to pop it over the bag, which is also fine. She's 3-1 up and leaves a very difficult chance for Sarah, with her red not going past the black.
Well, we're about to find out. Well, she was trying to make it, but she's got the second prize you talked about. First shot in the match for Sarah Waite at 15 seconds. A shot almost catches her out, or does catch her out. She has managed to get the snooker.
So Marion can hit this. Oh, she has to go across.
Yeah, very good. For Marion Jude, wasn't too challenging a one cushion kick shot, but still got to execute, and she has done that, and is one frame away from victory in her opening match here at the Masters. Proctor is 2-1 up over Rachel Davies in their match. They've been going a little while now. That's in the 𝗍𝗓𝗏𝗵 match. Amy won 5-0 over Sophie Gibbs-Nichols. No score between Leanne Cragg and Colette Henriksen. They're just getting underway. That's in the same group as Barbara Taylor and Louise Mayer. Lindsay Schultz also in that group as well. That's the group of 5. 𝗪𝗁𝗀𝗏𝗏 has managed to complete victory. Bit of a seesaw game that over Ade Flitcroft-Hurst. 3-1 became 3-3. Ended up being 5-3 to 𝗪𝗁𝗀𝗏𝗏, the British Open champion. That's a bit more like it from Sarah for the break. After the last one that left a very tight layout.
And we're on the 15 seconds as well. Nearly cut her out last time. I don't think I'll ever get used to that, no matter how many times I play on it.
Thankfully, 15 seconds a shot didn't come until I'd stopped playing. So I'll never be able to tell you.
You'll find someone say one of the men pros, I know they still struggle with it, but like 15 seconds is a long time. But as soon as you hear those beeps, that's a great shot from Sarah under pressure as well.
The more you do it, though, I mean, players keep saying that they haven't got used to it, but you can see they have. You take a player like Tom Cousins, who just looks very relaxed at 15 seconds a shot now compared to what he was when he first started.
I was wondering if the black yellow was plant.
Beautiful shot. One more good positional shot. Well, maybe the yellow she's nearest to passes to the centre now. So that might be the way to go rather than having to take the one top right and thread the needle. Did, but she didn't want that back cannon.
And she's also blocked off bottom left as well, so she's going to have to try and get over here.
Well, that's knocked the reds awkward, though. Marion Jude favourite to win the frame, but it's knocked them awkward at least, from Sarah's perspective. Although the clock is really hurting her now. 4-1 down, 4 minutes 40 left to play. Bottom red definitely passes to right centre. Not sure about the top one. Come a little bit too far anyway.
She's just going to pull back here. No.
Her turn to get a little fortunate with the leave. Very tight, so tight, in fact it's a foul.
I think we're just checking.
Going to check it to make sure. What's your gut feel?
It looked like a foul.
Yeah, it looked like a foul to me too. I think the foul was called, just being double checked to make sure.
She's in good spirits anyway, as she always is. The loveliest person.
It's been checked. Our referee has come in to take a look in the production room.
Sarah's just mouthed there that she thinks it was a foul as well.
Yeah. I just heard her say she thought she had one more beep. Well,
oh, it looked a bit better
without
there.
the audio there, that looked okay. We're about to find out, though. We didn't get the audio on the replay, but our referee did, and a foul has been called.
Quite certain there as well. It didn't take long for that decision to be made.
Going to play another little delicate one here, another snooker.
Always developing balls, develop 2 balls there in playing a safety as well. It's the difference between the top players and the...
It's a good hit. What's it done? Oh, it's left the chance then for Marion. I'm pretty sure the red passes the yellow to top left, so chance to go and win the frame now. And winning the frame would win the match.
No risk here either. Even she missed that.
2 balls away then for Marion Jude. And the young French star gets the job done, 5 frames to 1 over Sarah Waite. And she follows suit. Top 4 players in the game have won a collective 20 frames to 2. The battle for the #1 player is real and it is on. Really enjoyed that match. We'll keep track of that tournament as we are going through the weekend. We're going to change back to the Masters though, and back to Christophe Lambert and Declan Brennan for their second session of the last 16.